Hi, we are going to talk about improving ways and means of your spoken English skills. Especially, we are going to use some very easy ways of improving your English. The first and foremost point here you need to follow is to speak English regularly. Whether you are speaking correctly or you are not speaking correctly, don't worry about that. With practice, it will definitely improve. Everything needs practice, and thereby, practice only leads to improvement, and we all know about that. Sorry. So, practice is very important. When I was doing my post graduation in English literature, I used to have a professor by name M.A. Jacob. He always used to say that to improve your spoken English skills, think in your own mother tongue and speak in English. If you look at that, for example, if my mother tongue is Tamil, I need to think in Tamil and then I have to speak in English. Of course, it's very difficult to do that, but with practice, yes, we can make it possible. And always try to speak as much as possible to your friends, family members, and when you are getting employed, to your colleagues. Whether you are speaking in the correct pronunciation or the correct grammatical sentences, don't worry about that. Don't feel shy about making mistakes, because from mistakes only you can learn how to improve your skills, and thereby you can become a better speaker. And next important thing to improve your spoken English is to watch English movies as well as good TV shows. When you are watching movies, you can definitely learn how to speak in different accents, intonations, and then colloquialisms. Okay, if you see, accent is very difficult to practice because we Indians have a different set of accent, and we can only talk as much as possible as a native English speaker. We cannot become like that. So let us not worry about that. We have to maintain our own originality in speaking our own accent. And if you are trying to fake our accent, it might look very odd about that. And if you are talking about intonations and colloquialisms, you have to understand that English spoken throughout the world have got different accent, different intonations, and different kind of colloquialisms that is there throughout the world. In Australia, they speak English in a different fashion. In US, that is in America, they speak English in a different fashion. And in England, they speak English in a different fashion. So let us not get carried away. If somebody is going to say what you are saying is not correct, or what you are pronouncing is not correct, let us not worry about that. So when we are talking about pronunciation, I only can recall a particular incident that happened during my school days. Right from my school days, that is from my 9th, 10th and things like that, I, along with a couple of friends, we used to watch a lot of English movies. Believe me, we just could not understand anything, but still we wanted to go and see because English movies happen to be good. And that is a way of picking up some words here and there so we can better ourselves in speaking better, especially with reference to spoken language. So once in a theatre, that is a theatre by name Regal is very close to our school. So whenever we went there, actually, we used to buy the tickets, and then in fact we watched the movie till the end and came out discussing ourselves whatever little we were able to understand in that particular movie. So like that, when we went for a movie by the name, I think the name of the movie is Golden Rendezvous, which is basically a novel written by Alistair MacLean, and the movie has come in the same name. So at that point of time, I was having the book, because right from my school days I used to read a lot of books, especially in English, also in Tamil. Okay, so I used to have that Golden Rendezvous book, which was written by Alistair MacLean, with me, and I was carrying that book to the movie theater. And one elderly gentleman who was standing in front of me, he must be around 65-70 years of age, very senior man. So I was a school boy, okay, I think 9th or 10th or something like that. So he looked at me, he looked at my hand, the book which I was carrying, and then he asked me, "What is that book you are carrying?" And to that I happily replied, "Sal Golden Rendezvous, sir. Based on this novel only, they took the movie." So that is how we wanted to see how they have taken the movie, whether it is as good as the novel or it is bad. So I just wanted to check the name. What is the name again? He asked me. So I said, "Sir, it is Golden Rendezvous." Then he told me, "Please understand that word Rendezvous is a French word. Do you know the meaning of the word?" I said, "Yes, sir." I looked at the dictionary and it is a meeting place. Fine. So it is in French language, it is pronounced as rendezvous. It is not rendezvous. So don't say Golden Rendezvous, say Golden Rendezvous. So on that particular day, I was very thankful to that elderly gentleman because he corrected my pronunciation. So don't feel bad if you are going to pronounce a particular word wrongly. We are all not experts, but definitely we can correct ourselves. And the next way of improving your spoken English skills is to have a dictionary readily, whether it is a printed dictionary or if you are having an online access to a good dictionary, no issues about that. So whenever you are coming across a new word, whether you are hearing it, somebody talking to you about that particular word, or you are reading it somewhere, try to know the meaning of that particular word. This will definitely improve your spoken English skills. And finally, whenever you are talking to anyone, try to speak in English as much as possible. Even though some people might ridicule you trying to say that why you are trying to speak in English which is not your mother tongue. Not a problem at all. We are trying to learn English. For that matter, any language, if you want to learn in that particular language, two things you have to do. One thing, you have to think in your own mother tongue and speak in that particular language. Like I told you in the few minutes earlier, it is a difficult task, but we need to do that. And second thing is that we need to practice and practice. So with good practice, definitely we can ace any language and become an expert with real hard time practicing. Okay, so let us practice and speak well. Take care. Bye.